Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
I had a conversation with a couple of clients yesterday, just following up on old clients of mine, just checking what's going on. Called up a couple of friends, just wanted to know what's happening. It's incredible, huh? I'll tell you, the impact of this virus on people's lives has been crazy. You begin to hear stuff that you never thought would ever happen. I'll give you a couple of examples. This guy who used to work for a bank, he was incredibly confident to the point like he had this kind of arrogance about him. He would always give people advice and tell people, you should do this, you should do that. He had an air of authority about him. Whenever I used to meet him, he was like, and you need to have a direction. He would even give me advice. But I didn't mind him because he was a kind of genuine guy and he would support my work from time to time. So I didn't mind him. He would even give donations for my channel and for my daughter. He had a good heart. He has a good heart. So when he lost his job in the banking thing, he took my services. We revamped his profile. He got it took him some time because he was in the banking industry. He got another job. So after that, he got busy with his work. So reached out to him. This after a couple of months now. He didn't sound the same. Before he used to be clean shaven and happening, full of energy. Now when I spoke to him, he had a beard. He looked pretty withdrawn, he looked tired, he looked stressed. So I asked him, I jokingly said he looked like those Hindi movie heroes when the girlfriend leaves, the hero grows a beard. He just laughed. He said, no man, just things have changed. So he didn't sound like himself. I straight away then said, you don't sound like yourself. What's happened? He outlined a list of challenges that he was undergoing. Obviously when you join a new company, you have to prove yourself all over again. He's telling me that his boss and him don't kind of get along, but he has to take the shit because he needs a job. Pressure is quite a lot. He's doing 2-3 people's work and he comes home late. In fact, he has to even work extra hours. He's saying even though it was agreed like five days a week, he works literally 6 days. And sometimes he works even remote. So he sounded very different. It was not like before. I spoke to a female who, before she was always enjoying herself in the party scene. But now, she's literally resorted to selling even masks, these masks. So she was selling those masks. She was selling door to door. She was even giving tuitions for a lady who was always like a businesswoman, because in her particular area, it seems they can't go out. I met a couple of them, chatted with them. Some of them have started Facebook groups, Facebook businesses, Facebook business pages. Some have started selling on Dobizzle, buying and selling. Then there are others who, this one particular female, she is, not. Anyway, I'll not tell you where she's from, but she has started to do sending semi-nude pictures and and live cam shows for guys who are interested, and she gets paid money that way because she has to survive. I even came to know of one girl who was into modeling and movies and all that. Now she goes out with guys if she likes, but she straight away tells them that money is involved, because she has to survive. Then there was this other Asian girl who, she's not a prostitute, but she's like, okay, if you pay me, take care of my expenses and this and that, we can have a good time together, even if the guy's married. So, I mean, people are doing literally everything. In fact, the most surprising one was this friend of mine who's actually gone into arms dealing. I was like, what the fuck is arms dealing? So he was proving to be a middleman for, it's legal, nothing illegal, legal contract. Because the first thing I asked him is, are you fucking doing something illegal? Because if you are, I told him straight off, I think we should stop being in touch. So I'm not interested to communicate with someone who's doing arms dealing. He said, no man. Then he sent me the company profile and this and that. I was like, okay, tell me like that. Then there were ladies who used to teach, exercise and gyms and all that. Now they teach, they go home, private one-to-one classes, yoga teachers doing one-to-one. I even found out there were some people who used to give home massages, So, I don't know, man, it's just, the dynamics have completely changed, The dynamics have changed so much, it's unbelievable. It's like you begin to wonder, like, you never thought all this would happen. You never thought that people would do all this. I never thought. Who thought? And then, there are people who are literally trying other businesses without a license, just to bring money in. So, I tell people, do whatever it takes to survive, man. End of the day, you need to do whatever it takes to survive. So, one guy was even telling me that candidates have literally told him that they will pay, they can take 6 months of their salary if they just help him get the job. So this is the situation. In my previous video, I spoke to you about a girl who slept with 3 senior level managers, 3 of them for 7 days. She spent time with them. And she was, telling me that, I had to give my body to them so that they could enjoy, so that I would get the opportunity. This is the reality of life, What the fuck can you do, man? It's very easy to stand and judge and tell people lots of things. In fact, I even know of this African guy. He told me, please don't judge me when I share this with you. And he had paid me as a client. So I said, go ahead. Once you're my client, I'll listen, You tell me what is it. He outrightly told me he's a scammer. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I scam people. And so he just shared with me, he wanted personal branding for being a scammer. I was like, okay, that's new. So I told him that, I'm not going to tell you how to cheat people. But if you want personal branding, I'll tell you how you can position yourself and stand out and what you need to do. But later on, he told me, he gave me a background about his family, gave me a background. He showed me photographs of his mother, father. He has, I think, 8 or 9 brothers and sisters who are depending on him. It's very easy for me to, tell him, go get a real job and this and that. If he gets a real job to $200 or as a cleaner or security guard, how can he feed a family of 6, 7 brothers and sisters and mother and father? So crazy, man. Fuck. People have started to give tuitions. People have started to buy and sell things, and people are doing whatever it takes to survive. So all I'll tell you is, hang on. If all of us are in the same boat. Nobody is doing exceptionally well. Nobody is doing like minting money, and people need to do whatever it takes to survive and sustain. So do your best, and this too shall pass. That's all I can say. So this is it, guys. Just thought I'd share with you my views. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is me signing off. Take care.